What's up? What's up? It's officially tax time. It's officially the tax video you guys have been waiting for. And I'm very excited to be finally filming this. The sun is going down. Hopefully we can do this with good lighting. I'm gonna get straight into it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm just gonna show you guys my experience. I'm gonna start with a little bit of background. We're gonna go into this kind of chronologically. First of all, I want to introduce myself real quick. My name is Melissa. You can call me Lissa. I do have a Depop shop. It's _Lissa. And then I also have a website, lissasline.com. So feel free to check those two out and follow my social medias for both, of course. I had so many people reach out to me asking about this video, about taxes, about my experience, about how I'm doing it with Depop, being self-employed, and all of that jazz. Now, just a heads up, I did not start Lissa's line really until December 12th, 2020. So we're not really talking about Lissa's line. I'll be talking about that next year. But for this year, the main stream of income that I had was Depop. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit of background first. The first year, which was 2019, I did not make enough to report. At least according to my tax person. According to Depop, I did not find this out until this year, 2021, when I was doing research and we had a tax segment going on with top sellers. I found out that if you make $600 or more, you have to report it. So, of course, 2019, I did not know that. Between me and you, I didn't know that. And yeah, that's what that was. I was working. And I did have a regular income and a W-2, and I did report that, of course, and did my taxes that way. But that was just regular schmegler. I had a tax lady, went to her, paid her 50 bucks. She did it for me. Got my tax returns, were good. This was the first year that I'm doing it all by myself as far as self-employed, because as you guys have seen my past videos, how I quit my job and all of that and starting a business, I have been self-employed for about a year and a half now. I did lose my job in February of 2020. So pretty much the entire 2020, I was relying solely on, first, it was unemployment. And then I was also getting Depop money, and I was getting paid from YouTube, as well as some Amazon things and other smaller miscellaneous things. I'm not gonna really go into crunching numbers, but I am going to show you guys screenshots and like videos of my spreadsheets, things that I keep up with. I keep all my receipts in here, and I will be sharing all of that with you guys. Backstory, real quick, going back. I mentioned to you guys that I had a tax lady. She does taxes for a lot of people, and she was really good. I recommended a lot of my family to go to her with my brother. My brother, he texted her, and she never responded. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to text her after I got all my stuff together, because I had to add up my spreadsheets and go through all my bank statements and stuff like that. I hit her up, she never responded, and in the back of my head, something told me that she passed away. And I mentioned on an Instagram story that my tax accountant wasn't responding to me, and if anybody else knew anybody to hit me up and just let me know any of their advice if they're self-employed. And so this one girl hit me up about her mom. I emailed her mother and she did not respond to me. I gave it about a week and a half, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do my own taxes and F it, I'm just gonna use TurboTax. So that's what I did. It was on TurboTax. But rewind a little bit, my whole heart goes out to my tax lady. She did my taxes for about, I think, 4 years, ever since I was independent, which was right at 18. One other person did reach out to me that I knew did their taxes, was an old friend of mine. And he said that she actually passed away, and I was very surprised. So I ended up telling my family members that went to her. And yeah, so rest in peace, Miss Carr. She was a very cool, chill person from what I knew. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. I just wish their family well wishes and nothing but blessings and healing. With that being said, flashing to TurboTax, I finally did it on TurboTax. To basically give you all an estimate, they did charge me $170 for it, because I did my federal and my state through them. Now, before I get into the nitty gritty of like what is on my computer and what I added up, I want to tell you guys some things that I kept up with. If you are keeping up with every single sale and every single profit that you make on every single sale. There's nothing wrong with that, but that is a lot of work. I used to do that when I first started. I used to write down what I paid for shipping. I used to have this whole spreadsheet, and every time I sold something, for every single item that I sold, I would put the tracking, I would put the profits, I would take out the percentages and all of that. And it was so much to keep up with. So I ended up finding out that I did not need to do that. If you're doing that now, you don't need to do that. Time is money at the end of the day. All you have to do is keep up with everything into one account, which was my PayPal. I got all my transactions, DEPOP, you already know, you get all your stuff, all your money into your PayPal account. And also my shipping, my pirate ship, I ship on my own. I used to use PayPal, but now I use pirate ship, and that goes through my PayPal account as well. The fees, PayPal fees, all that goes through PayPal, so it's all in one. And I also got a PayPal debit card, so every time I use thrifting, every time I was eating out while I was thrifting, every time I had to make a purchase online on Amazon for my business, polymailers, anything like that, I would use my PayPal debit card. Every time I made a purchase with my card, I always wrote it down. I always get an email saying that I spent X amount of money with my PayPal debit card. So I would go through the end of the day or the end of the week, or sometimes the end of 2 weeks if I'm feeling lazy. And I go through and note everything into an Excel sheet, and I have 2 sheets that I keep up with. Everything that was not coming from directly from PayPal, I would write it, that I could write for deductions is in one spreadsheet, and I'll show you guys. And then another spreadsheet was for all my PayPal stuff. So if I go thrifting, I'll use my PayPal card, I'll write at the end of the week. I'll keep all of my receipts basically piled up on my desk for the week, and I try to go through them every single week. And when I go through them and I file them and I put it in my spreadsheet, I will put them in here. That way I know everything that's in here is already logged and put away, and I'm good. I don't have to think about it. I'm gonna go through now what I actually kind of log, which is here. I got this at Walmart. I have a first tab is my men's thrift. I did have a men's thrift Depop shop, and I would separate the men's stuff together. And then I also, but I don't use that anymore. I didn't even use it last year. YouTube, I have anything for YouTube. So anything that I buy, props, anything like that that I use for YouTube, I will put it in here. Another tab that I have is a beauty tab. If you're the model, whether you show your face or not, you are the model of your business. You're the face of your business, and you have upkeep. So your nails, manicure, pedicure, your hair, any makeup that you buy, waxes, put all my waxes in here. If you get your eyebrows done, you go put that. If you get your lashes done, I don't do that, but you can put that in here because that's all for you. You're your model. You're the model of your business. And these are all write-offs. So I'll make a beauty tab and put that all in there. And then I also have a LL, which is for LISSAS line. That is for my new website, donations, and etc. So any like miscellaneous things that I don't know where to put. So especially donation receipts, make sure you keep that and try to keep up with how much you're donating, because that does make a difference too. You can write that off. And then food, you can write off, I think it's 50%. Actually, disclaimer, before I get into this, I'm not a tax professional. I am not any type of legal person to be listening to. I'm just giving you my advice on what I'm doing and what I did, and all of the information that I got from a bunch of people that I've implemented now, and this is what I'm keeping up with. So use all of this at your own discretion, at your own risk. Okay. Next thing I have is storage. So any storage things, I would buy a lot of like this for my supplies. That is a write-off. Storage in my closet, that is a write-off. Storage bins, anything that I have to use for storage, I put this separately in here. I don't know why, honestly. You can use a furniture tab too if you wanted instead of storage. And then I have a supplies. So any supplies that I use, like polymailers, lint rollers, tape, literally any supply that you use, you put that baby in here, okay? Because it's a write-off. And then of course, last but not least, thrifting. All my thrifting receipts are in here. Anything that I order online, I used to print them, but I don't print them anymore because it's online, and I will have I can always go back to those if I need to. So for example, like I said, if I buy something on Amazon, I get a email from PayPal saying, oh, you used your PayPal debit card paying $20 on Amazon. So I won't print none of that out. I'll just keep it in my email, and when I log it in my email, I have a separate folder on the side that says Depop, another folder that says LISSAS line, another folder that says YouTube, and I will basically, like, I'm logging in here. If it has anything to do with my Depop and I'm not putting it in here and I'm getting the email for it, regardless if it's in here or not, really at the end of the day, whatever it has to do with it, I will put that email transaction and that receipt into my designated folder. So that's one way that I stay organized and make it very, very easy for myself and keep up with it. I'm gonna go on the computer here and show you guys. Like I said, I used to go through every single thing and write profits for every item that I sold, which I don't do anymore. But as you can see, I had it here, which is ridiculous. I can't believe I did that, but I just kept it just in case. So this is all my 2020 things here in the middle. So anything that I spent, so thrift store, I bought clamps for my backdrop kit, office chair, I had to pay for my P.O. box, thrift store, I had to buy jewelry, lots of thrifting. Oh, also car maintenance, windshield wipers, I bought that at Advanced Auto Parts, bubble wrap, shipping stickers, ink, sticker organizers, even your subscriptions, like if you use it. To a limit. I don't know. I'm just gonna say I don't know. I'm just telling you guys what's on here. Make sure you pay extra on Turbo if you need to talk to a CPA. If you don't have a tax person in your family, make sure you talk to someone if you're unsure. Even with Depop, you can email Depop, you guys, and they will help you. I promise you they'll help you. They're very, very nice. They're very busy, but I promise you they will help you. Especially if you're a top seller, they will help you. I also have food here, Avery stickers, hangers, racks. I bought racks. I did my nails, Starbucks. All of that is just basically some ideas that I'm giving you guys that you can use as tax write-offs. Like I said, every time I got the receipt, I piled them on my desk or in my kitchen somewhere, and then when I have time, I will log them into the pink folder and just put them on here and save it. Okay. Now this is already coming out of my PayPal automatically. This is just me writing down all the receipts into a spreadsheet. My other spreadsheet is everything that's not coming from my PayPal. So basically I'm using my credit card or my Bank of America card, or I'm transferring it. It says deductions 2020 not deducted from PayPal. So some examples include your rent, keep up with your rent if you pay any rent, your phone bill. Also, if you are renting your office space, make sure you measure it. They asked me for that on Turbo, so make sure you measure any office space, any storage space. Like for example, I use like 75% of my closet. My walk-in closet for Depop is mostly Depop inventory. So that's part of the space you need to write off. This desk area, I wrote it off. My entire dining room is not a dining room, it's a workspace for myself for picture taking. So I write that off as well. And then also a portion of my living room takes up some of my workspace as well. So it's 100% dedicated to workspace. So you can write that off 100%. I don't know if you share it. I don't know about that. That's a little bit too much. And then cloud storage. You definitely need cloud storage for all of your stuff. Apple Music on there as well. Amazon Prime, you use that as a subscription for your business. I order so much stuff on Amazon for my business supplies. And then also medical expenses. So make sure, since I'm self-employed and I don't have any insurance, I am writing down all of my medical expenses. And Turbo will ask you, and like it will help you out. Like it will go through step by step. It took me probably about 6 to 8 hours for me to do my taxes. Honestly, I was up for so long, but it's okay. It was worth it. We got it done. Okay, we got it done. I also have a notes column so I can write any notes about it. And then also your car mileage. I will put the car mileage app right here. This is the app that I use. I think it's called Driver's Note. So this is how I track my miles, and I just get the yearly report at the end of the year. And you type it into Turbo and it will calculate the amount for you. I did have that form, that tax form that the school sent you. So I also write any school things like books, tuition out of pocket, any loans like that I had to pay back short term or anything like that. And then apartment things, so my gas bill, light bill, water bill, all of the bills, I put them on there, like my washer and dryer as well. I did have to buy a washer and dryer. So if you have any more ideas and things that you can write off, please leave them in the comments below. If you have any advice for any of us, me, you, anybody, put them in the comments below. We all need to share information because tax season is so stressful, because trust me girl, I was stressed. You guys, I can't believe that I forgot to show you guys exactly how I go about adding up all of my sales, because Depop doesn't send you anything, and then PayPal doesn't send you anything unless you hit a threshold. So I'm just gonna go as an example. On the desktop, you cannot do this on your phone. You got to go to download sales. You can go to 3 months at a time only. And once you download, I downloaded 1 month, but I went ahead and deleted everything, all the unnecessary information. And I'm going to show you exactly how to add it all up. So for example, this was for the month of September, but I deleted a bunch of them and I just kept a few numbers. And this is all you really need. You really just need the total. If you have any USPS costs, if you ship with Depop, it'll be here. Your Depop fees and any Depop payment fees. So at the very end, you just make a new row and then you can title it total. And then on the bottom column, you just go to equal sign. This will pop up and then you go to sum. And then you can select every single box in here. Don't select the words or anything like that, or the titles, because they will not add up. And then you just click enter and it will give you the total there. And then right here, the fees, you want to do the same thing. So equals sum, highlight, enter. Right here equals sum, highlight, enter. And this would be like all your fees or whatever. Then I like to make another tab and I get the grand total, or I get the profit. So you go to equal sign, you select this total right here that you got, minus this, enter. This is your total profit that you made for the month. Or if you were to do for 3 months, you do it for 3 months, and then you write them all down for each 3 months. Do it for 4 times for the year and add it all up, and that would be your profit. So with that being said though, I would add up all your totals first, because Turbo's gonna ask you for the amount of money you made. And then I would add up all of my Depop fees. So for example, if I were to make another column and say total fees, I'll just go to equal sign, this, plus sign, this, enter. And this would be the total fees. So you can get your total of the month, which is here, and add them all up for the entire year, and then you're going to get your total fees for the month, which is here. Add them all up for the entire year, and then you will have your fees deduction. So let me go to PayPal real quick. Hold on. On PayPal, you will go to, under the home tab, you're going to go to activity, and you're going to go to reports. Under reports, you're going to go to statements, custom, and do the 2020 range for the entire year. You can do whichever year you want. Create report, you're gonna wait for it and you're gonna download it. Once you download it, you will be on a page like this. You will see shipping payments. You will see all the deductions. You will see website payment, that's another deduction. You will see fees payments, and everything will be on here. So you have fees down here. You have different deductions that you can do. Remember, withdrawals and debits are the ones you use your debit card for if you use it online, if you withdraw any money, if you transfer any money. This will be on here, so keep that in mind. Do not double deduct. And it will also show you your total that you got for PayPal, but I do recommend you add up everything hand by hand on Depop according to what Depop is telling you for every 3 months, because it's fairly easy, fairly quick. It'll take you like 10 minutes, probably less. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys this little section in case you didn't know about it, because I didn't know about it and I sure as hell was clicking away. But yeah, just wanted to include this in this video. I'm sorry you guys I didn't show you earlier, but hopefully this helps. I wish there was a Depop seller or somebody out there that I could listen to and get advice from and see what the hell, or just get an idea of what the hell to keep up with as far as like my taxes and receipts and stuff like that. 2020, I keep a lot of the receipts in here. I paperclip them into each of the categories that I showed you guys earlier and just put them in here. And then I also have a lot of other receipts in here. This was from like my washer and dryer, glasses, a lot of medical visits, because you guys know that I was just going through it. Honestly, I like the fact that I did it on turbo though, just because I learned a lot, and I also learned a lot of ways to just organize, and it gave me a peace of mind that I was keeping up with a lot of things that were commonly known to be kept up with. And I don't want to really say commonly because bitch, I didn't even know, but things that are able and possible that you can write off, turbo will ask you. So if you're afraid, just don't be afraid. Hopefully some of the things that I kept up with give you ideas to keep up with. And if you have any more ideas, let me know, because bitch, we're all trying to write off some things, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped at least one of you guys. If it did, please give me a thumbs up to help me out. If I helped you out even just a little bit, if I gave you out some insight, even just a little bit, just give me a thumbs up. I very, very, very greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.